Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Dukes will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Backs here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Gonna sling it on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Finds his tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down in the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Lopez to pass. Moving away from pressure. On the move, he fires. He makes a catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I like the play call because when you get in the red zone, you get more man-to-man. The field shrinks. What do? Put a guy in motion. Good timing. Get it to him. And how about the receivers on the outside blocking up their guys, and he takes it all the way in for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Sanchez. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air, it's Barnett. Flushed out of the pocket. Boy, was he well protected. Finally lets one go to the left. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. The throw. He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires the pass, intercepted.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hood. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lopez wants to fire. He makes the grab. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Here comes the option. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Has to get there to move the sticks. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lopez to pass. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And back to the air on 2nd down. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Plucks it out of the air. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with a 1st down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big 1st down.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Looking to scramble. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving out to the right. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
On the field goal.
Absolute shank. Missed it. A missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Johnson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here's the pressure. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. Lopez wants to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to get the offense in a 3rd and long situation where you can bring on more skill. You can understand I'm rushing the passer. They're going to throw the football, and you force the incompletion. Nice job by this defense, getting them in 3rd and long, and then executing.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Defense might bring the house here. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He's got him this time. There he goes. Just keeps moving. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Culliver. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking the shot. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Got some room to run. Touchdown, James Madison. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Culliver. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Lopez to pass. Buying some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making checks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Lopez wants to fire. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The short hands, it's Green. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to keep it in the air. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. He fires to the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Lopez to pass. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. This time he's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half. in the fourth quarter late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Dukes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Got to have it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by one possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense came into this game with a great game plan, and today they have been challenged, and they have answered that challenge. That was phenomenal coverage, reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the ball. You cannot do it any better than that.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Sanchez. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And And the late-game execution worked to perfection. Moving the ball down the field, getting your kicker in a spot. You know exactly where he likes to kick it from. He drives it through. We're tied up, and we're headed to overtime.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
They'll try to get it through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on fourth down here in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete. What a big miss, and now any kind of score will beat him.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Goss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all